Hi everyone, welcome to Swahili Spice. It's been a long time since I've uploaded a video, but I did this Kaimati video a couple of years ago in Swahili, and I had a lot of requests to have it done in English, and so this is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, press the bell button, like, comment, share, all of that. I just have to say that I'm so thankful and appreciative of all the subscribers that I've gained, even in the time that I've been inactive. And I've just got a handful of videos really here on YouTube. So being at almost 20,000 subscribers, I'm so happy and so grateful for that. I did post a giveaway post in the community tab, so if anybody wants to join in on that, I would really like to give back to you guys, so please check out the community tab, and yeah, there'll be instructions on there on how to enter for the giveaway. So without further ado, let's go. So normally the kaimatis that I'm used to, they look like this inside. It's kind of like a bready texture. But then I accidentally came across, I accidentally made kaimatis one day, and they came out like this, like a cakey texture. So I'll show you how to do that as well if you want to, do a different variation. So let's go ahead and look at our ingredients. You can pause the video here and just write these ingredients down, but it's made of a very simple batter, almost like just what you need to make bread with, and then a syrup as well that goes around the outside once you've cooked the dumplings. I always recommend for you to use measuring utensils because this is baking, and with baking, measurements are key and accuracy is key, because if one thing goes wrong, then everything, it just doesn't turn out the way you want it to turn out. So first thing we start with is to make the cardamom infused water. Okay, so I just boil some cardamom, like I peel some cardamom pods, put them into some water, and then let it boil. And you don't have to use that the same day. You can keep it in the fridge and use it whenever you're ready. That's why I like doing it this way, and also that way I don't get the cardamom pods or seeds around my kaimati, which I don't really like eating them, but some people, they just throw in the cardamom pods and seeds into the syrup, which is fine if you like yours that way. So the next step is to make the syrup. So I'll put in the sugar and the cardamom infused water. Okay, bring that to the boil, and then, to be honest, to know when it's ready, it's kind of like just through experience, but to me, I wait for the syrup to stop bubbling heavily like this, and then mine has a light golden color. I've seen other people where it doesn't even change color, and they there's different kinds of syrup coatings on kaimati. Some are sticky, some are hard. It's just how you want it, and so just experiment. At the end of the day, it's your own preference, but if you do want, I like to experiment as well, and I like to know what makes how do we make a syrup sticky, how do we make it so that when it cools down it becomes hard and crunchy. If you want me to experiment and then make a video about that so that you don't have to do it, I can do that for you and show you the measurements and the timings and the temperatures, then I'm happy to do that as long as I get enough requests. If you guys want to watch that video, then I will make it for you, absolutely no problem. So remember to comment down below and let me know if you want that video or not. Okay, so the next step, we're going to start making the batter. You leave your syrup to the side to cool down. You need to put in your flour, all your dry ingredients, and your yogurt and your fat of choice. I also forgot to mention that this is a no beating, no kneading recipe, so all the more reason for you to keep watching. If you're using a fast action yeast, you can just put that straight into your dry ingredients, but I'm using a dried active yeast, which means I need to proof it first and make it come alive, and so I just do that using, I just mix the yeast with some water and a little bit of flour just to feed the yeast, and that I find that it helps the process of the proofing become a lot quicker. So once your active yeast is foamy like this, if you're not using fast action yeast, you put it into your dry ingredients and then add your wet ingredients, which is literally just water, and you give it a mix. We are not beating, we are not kneading, we are not working hard for these kaimatis at all, and I don't want you guys to be doing that if you don't need to. So that's why I try to find a way that we could make these delicious sweet treats without having to work hard. So yeah, once you've done that, cover it with cling film, a plate, a lid or something. Let it rise, let it proof. And what you want to do is you want to proof it enough so that it becomes the batter becomes really stretchy. And so if you're using bread flour, this will only take about one proofing cycle. But if you're using all-purpose or plain flour, it may take you 2 or 3 times to let the batter rise. The thing with this recipe is it's more time consuming than it is hard work. Okay, so once your batter is ready and it's nice and stretchy and elastic, you need to get a piping bag. Sometimes, you know, my sister just uses any bag and she just snips a hole in one corner of it. But I use a piping bag because it's just better, it's more sanitary, cleaner. You can get these from any, you know, kitchen shops or even Amazon, right? So yeah, fill the piping bag with the batter, and you know, once that's done, I twist the top and then I snip the bottom. And you know, you can, it depends how big or small you want your kaimatis to be, but I just kind of make it the size of a penny, maybe, or even less than the size of a penny, the little hole. I think I did measure it, which I talk about in my Swahili video. Anyway, I'll write the measurement down in the description section. I know that's extreme, but for you guys that like to be specific, I've got that for you. So now, time to fry. So you fill a pan with oil. We deep fry these kaimatis, right? I've got a jug, a beaker on the side with salt water, okay? And I'm going to use that to dip my kitchen scissors into. And so I make sure that my oil is hot, but it's not going to burn my kaimatis as soon as I put them in. So you dip your scissors into the water, squeeze out the batter and snip, 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 and then they drop in one by one. Now what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're not taking too much time between when your first one was in the oil to when your last one was in there, because they do start browning and you don't want them to be at all different levels of browning. Another way is to use your fingers and just kind of pinch the batter with your fingers and let it drop into the oil. So you want to, as you're cooking these, you want to have this kind of utensil. I don't really know what it's called, but you want to make sure that you keep kind of moving them around so that they're evenly cooked and colored on all the sides. And once they are nice and golden and the way you want them to look, you basically take them out and make sure you have like a kitchen towel or kitchen tissue to make the excess oil drain off, and quickly pour the syrup over it and give them a little toss. Some people use a spoon. Some people will just literally take the bowl and just toss them by flipping them around. And that is literally it. They're really nice when they're eaten hot, and you can also eat them when they've cooled down a little bit. But yeah, these are one of my favorite treats, and people eat them a lot during Ramadan. I don't know, it's just one of those foods that you won't eat for the whole year except for Ramadan and Eid. But yeah, if you want them this kind of texture, cakey texture, it's to do with the fat that you use in your batter. So if you use a fat like a butter or lard, fats like that, or ghee, then what will happen is they'll become a cakey texture. But if you use oil or no fat, by the way, you don't have to use a fat in the batter, you can use no fat, and they will turn out, the traditional way where they're kind of like a bready texture inside. Yeah, and that's it, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this recipe, and I hope you try it out and let me know how it goes. Thank you so much again for everyone and your support, your comments. I really appreciate it. Even the negative ones, even the ones that criticize. I just love seeing all the comments. I would love it if you guys would share the video with your friends and your family and people that are passionate about cooking and food. I'm not just, you know, a person that's going to make videos just from the east coast of Africa. I like to eat all types of food, and I do like to fuse, you know, the different influences that I have with the Swahili food, but mainly my passion is to find easier and, you know, new ways of making foods that we are familiar with, that hopefully can help everyone be able to, you know, make a nice dish at home. If you haven't subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe, press the bell button for any new video notifications, and also don't forget to like the video if you like the recipe. And there was one more thing which I forgot. Yeah, if you have any more questions, everything should be in the description box and in this video, hopefully. But if there's anything missing, or you have any questions about the recipe, or anything, any videos that you want me to make for the future, just put it in the comment and I will get back to you. Okay, thank you. Bye.